We're riding around on our bicycles, belly button showing chest, blowing in the wind. The week has come to an end. That can only be one thing, that it's time for the show to begin. Starts and tea every Sunday, 6 to 8 every Sunday. Starts and tea every Sunday, 6 to 8 every Sunday.
You all know what time it is.
Yeah.
You know what time it is. It is Sunday, 6 o'clock. We're running a little bit behind. Had an emergency that we have to take care of.
Nothing too
You
serious.
guys can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's good. Yeah, sound good. We got this new little thing that, excuse me, we don't recognize. But welcome to the show. It is Monstrosity Radio. Remember, you can catch Monstrosity where, Matthew?
Only on Q4 Radio, AM 1680 Chicago, and of course this is Monstrosity Radio. If at any point you feel like joining our conversation, you can call the show at 312-985-7834. Once again, that is 312-985-QUE4.
And if they don't feel like calling in, where can they join us, Juice?
You can join us on social media. You can hit us up on Facebook at Monstrosity Radio. Our Twitter is MonstrosityQ4. Our Instagram is Monstrosity. And don't forget to look us up on Spreaker at Monstrosity Radio and Stitcher, which is powered by Deezer. Look us up at Monstrosity Radio. Bye. Ferns over here playing his masturbation music.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know,
Y'all
right?
ever had a masturbation soundtrack?
Yeah, no.
Masturbation playlist.
No, never. I can say honestly that I never
did that either. But if somebody has, call in and tell us, because that's some deep masturbating right there. Like,
Yeah, right.
that's some really all right.
Like, you take it really serious if you've got a playlist just for that.
Candles and
No,
stuff
like I
that.
premeditated masturbating. Like, oh yeah, after I do this,
Trying to get in the mindset of it.
no, like be like when my girl leave.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
premeditated
Yeah,
masturbation. Like,
Oh.
all right, when she go to work for the day, I'm gonna load up this site. I'm gonna look for some of this stuff.
Yep. Seriously, I got a
Got
feeling for
interrupted
that.
when I was watching the scene the other day. So as soon as she leave the house, I'm gonna reload and watch it.
Sometimes that actually does happen.
Right?
You really be curious, like, what else could she do?
You sit there and you look her up and you're like, oh, she can do a lot.
She can fit that whole hot dog in
I
there.
had one girl. I don't know. This is really off topic. I'm gonna get
Hold
this
on a
over with.
second before we get any forward. My name is Fern. Joining me as always is
Juice.
Matt,
and joining us in the studio today
for the first time.
yes, of course.
Won't be the last time.
Our guest today is Christopher or Chris.
Go
ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah. I mean, either or. But yeah, Christopher McAfee. I am a painter. I'm an artist. You know what I'm saying? South Side Chicago, High Park area.
South
You
side.
know what I'm saying?
Represent.
So you know what I'm
day.
saying. So from over there, but I travel around. I'm from Cali though. You know what I'm saying? Born and raised. So I mean, in both parts, but born in Cali, San Diego.
Try to stay in front of Mike because you kind of keep fading.
Yeah.
You're fading in. There
Yeah.
you go.
These mics are weird.
It's
Yeah.
all good.
So yeah. So you're originally from Cali, where?
San Diego.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Real beautiful. I'm a Navy baby though. My father was in the Navy. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay,
So,
cool.
Yeah, that's how.
I see how that is.
Yeah, but originally family, everybody from Chicago, though, from South Side. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, that's cool.
Is your pops from Chicago?
That's
Yeah. My pops and my mother, we went to school together at CVS. You know what I mean? And met at CVS, were high school sweethearts, and moved to Hyde Park and all that. So yeah. You know what I
Dang,
mean?
ain't that like? That's how my parents did too. my mom went to Kenwood. My pops went to Mount Carmel, and they like just met, moved to Hyde Park.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just like, you know what I mean? Like my mother just never left. You know what I'm saying?
Hyde
So-
Park grabs you, man.
You dig? But yeah, you know what I mean? Proud to be here, man. Happy to be here. Thank you for being here.
It's
You know
in
what
the
I'm
bottom.
saying?
That's where it is.
Yeah.
His is at the bottom. Can we turn that around?
Like, yeah, try.
Just rotate it.
Yeah.
Just rotate it. We'll figure it out. Yeah.
At the bottom.
Matthew, can you help him out? Anyway, so what are you doing now?
Yeah.
Got a great show planned for you guys. It's gonna be a doozy. First half we got planned. We're gonna sit here and interview my man Chris, who's actually a very interesting cat, I must say. And but before we get started, let's proceed to
What you
Juice?
sipping on?
No. Get back to what Juice was going to say real quick, and then we're going to get to what you sipping.
Wow.
Well, I wasn't bringing it because I thought it was weird, but since I was going to say it, I'm going to say it. Like, you ever had a favorite porn star and she did something that was just like, yo, I'm done with this chick. Like, you just broke up with your girlfriend, like, you don't even watch no more of her porn?
No, I can't.
No,
say
can't.
I have.
Really?
Yeah.
What was it?
Exactly.
There's this one chick. I found her out. Her name was Keiki. You know who she is?
Nah.
Supermouth. Supermouth.
What'd she do that made you upset? And you
Nah,
decided
she
to-
did like one that was like some ghetto gaggers type stuff. And she was like priding on herself, like, I don't throw up or whatever. So then at the end, like, she takes the dude's load and spits it in his face.
Damn.
I feel like you told me about
Wow.
this. Like you mentioned this
I
Wow.
probably have.
at some point. You ever see something crazy? Like she just like takes it and she like spit it back in his face.
I was done with her.
Yeah, that's
Whoa, Fern. You
that's
into
pretty
that?
disrespectful.
Maybe
That's
you got paid for it.
nah.
Well, no, he got paid
No,
for
no,
it.
I understand, like, they were into it, but I'm just saying, for a man, like, for me,
If some girl did that to you, you'd be like, yeah,
no.
done.
Bruh.
I can't see any guy being into that. You know what I mean?
No.
Nah.
Nah, you never
Nah.
snowballed a girl?
You know, I'm not gonna say anything because you've told us something before that you.
Oh,
Nah, I don't
now
want
you
this
gotta
on
say
air.
it.
What?
That you tried a little bit of your own stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, I admit to that. Yeah, I was in a relationship for like 6 years. So yeah, we experimented a lot. We
Okay.
did a bunch of freaky ass shit.
Absolutely.
You gotta try everything once before you can be like, yeah, I'm not down for that.
That's
And
real.
So I'm not. Oh, is it? Is
You
it
got to find the
I
side.
don't know which side it is. Yeah, I was just thinking about how about that. No.
Try
right
the
there.
other side.
That side. Yeah,
There you go.
we
That's
go.
the golden spot.
Whoa, yeah, I found the G spot, the golden spot.
I haven't had a Slurpee in a long time. Pause. But this.
It's awesome.
Pretty
It's an
nice.
extra large too.
So yeah, there were. I did some experimenting. So you know, there's things I know I like and I don't like. So
Absolutely.
now if
Did you
another girl,
like it?
another woman says to me, "Hey, you want to do this?" I'm like,
No.
absolutely not.
Never in a million years.
Absolutely not.
Oh no, of
I'm
course
just
not.
not into it. Some things I feel like you don't have to try to know you're not into it.
Okay. So I won't say I didn't. Okay, so yes, I did it just to try it. But
Understandable. I'm not
Well,
knocking you. or
no.
anything.
But
I'm
I
just-
also did it because the female wants to try it. She wants to see what it's like, and so you want to make the female happy, and so you try it. And
I mean, let's keep it real. You know, after she, swallows or whatever the case
Yeah,
is,
whatever
you're
she-
kissing her mouth.
yeah.
You're
Okay.
kind of,
Okay,
you
now-
know, you're
okay,
kind
how many
of.
times
I
has a
definitely,
girl
definitely,
done that?
Yeah.
definitely.
finished, and then you was just like,
Oh no, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, time out.
You're licking like the inside.
Now,
of
I want to keep it real with y'all. I want to keep it real with y'all.
Keep it
This is
real.
gonna make me sound like I'm one of them lambs who like, no, I don't do that. Like after I yak it.
All you want to do is to be like when she try to kiss you, you like be pushing away.
Damn.
Go, you better go wash your mouth out with some Listerine.
No, I mean like I'm not gonna do it right after. You know what I mean? Like go drink something. So like get that out. Like
Put some Sprite in your mouth.
no,
and
You know what I
around.
mean?
get something. Like I've never
That's real.
sober. I might have when I'm like
You did,
out
exactly.
and then wake up in the
Exactly.
morning with carpet burn on my knees. It's like all right.
Yeah, he got carpet burnt on his knees for life. You gotta check this out.
Yeah, he really does.
Yeah, we'll tell the story.
Wait, that's second half of the show.
Please do.
So let's
please
move on
do.
to the next
So-
segment. Juice,
is-
what are you chewing on?
Well, no, we gotta move on from that.
Wait, we're really doing what you sipping on for like the past 5 minutes.
No, we haven't been. So anyway, so moving on, as Juice said, we're about to move into what you're sipping on. Brought to moving on to what you're sipping on. Brought to you by our local beer connoisseur, Matthew. What are we sipping on today?
This week we're sipping on Three Sheeps Brewing Co.'s really cool Water Slides
Slides.
Indian Pale Ale IPA. For those of you who can't understand contractions,
Wait, did
there-
you say Indian Pale Ale? Or India.
I always say Indian. I don't know why.
I was like, it says India.
Yeah, I know India Pale Ale, whatever.
I know I can't read. Not the greatest at English and stuff, but
Is that
that's
your black side or your Mexican side?
man, that's
It's a combination of both.
Yeah,
'cause-
it's just me being lazy in general, so a little bit of
oh,
both,
Mexican
yeah.
then.
No, Both actually, both work really hard. But anyway, moving on forward. Let's move forward.
It's a brewery from Wisconsin. I actually had this beer earlier today when I went out for brunch. I actually kind of like it. It's more like an amber ale if you look at it, which throws you when you see it. And you can really taste the pale malt, the 2-row.
No,
It smells malty.
Yeah, it's very malty.
Oh, yeah,
not too much hops.
Start remembering to do that. Like, let's smell the beers more.
Yeah.
I always smell them.
No, you should comment more on that.
I do.
Yeah.
I always tell them to smell it.
Yeah.
I always do that.
You can smell like the syrupy maltiness behind it.
I'm so sorry. I don't pay attention to you.
I tell,
every week.
I tell him, like, this one smells a little bit like Anti-Hero. Like, it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it smells good.
No, it's I had this earlier. It's actually not bad. I really like it. I've seen this in the store like the last few weeks. It has like the name really cool water slides because it's intriguing to me. I don't know if there's like a story behind it because I read the bottle and like the history on it, and there's not really like much to it. But like it's a pretty solid IPA. It's not as hoppy personally as I would like.
Yeah.
But like on its own, it really stands on its own legs. I gave it like a 4.75 earlier.
4.
Out of 5.
You liked it that much?
Yeah, I really liked it.
I've yet to taste it.
It is smooth.
Me too.
It is smooth. I will say that. For you, 4.75.
Yeah, this would be more something like I would maybe like do 2 in a day, and then I'd want something a little easier just because like the sweetness.
6.2 alcohol per volume. It's not bad. Yeah, I probably have a couple of these and be pretty messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I don't know.
Spicy, no?
Yeah, like a little bit of spice to it.
Yeah. I don't think you're supposed to taste beer like that. He's got like a mouthful of foam.
At least
right
not
now.
that much.
Yeah, dude. That was the bad part.
Yeah.
That was a poor choice.
I could have gargled it, but then I switched it around my mouth. Pause.
Black guys don't do this.
Hilarious.
Black guys, if you're listening right now, don't ever do that. You can't do that. You want to go? I'll go.
You go. I'm still getting into it.
I don't like the aftertaste in my mouth.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I agree.
Pause.
I
But
agree.
It's
Yeah, I
very
don't-
strong, no?
Yeah, very.
Like
Yeah,
it's,
it's too much grain.
So
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
but-
Absolutely.
I do like the beer and the alcohol per volume content is these will do the job. That's around Blue Moon. No, it's a little bit more than a Blue Moon. So I'm gonna give this a 3.5. A 3.5. I'll give it a 3.5. 3.5.
Okay. One, I'm gonna give this a 4. One, because most times when I drink like some of your beers,
Yeah.
I don't feel good afterwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I feel you.
It's
I
too
feel
much
you.
hops or something like that.
Yeah.
This one, it's like I could tell if I could throw these back, like not like go ham
Yeah.
on, but they'd be good on that.
This is like something you drink on a date with a girl when you don't want to get drunk, but you want her to get drunk.
Mhm.
So
And
you
she's
drink
like,
one and you give her like
Yeah.
7.
That's exactly what
yeah,
it is.
Exactly.
Like she's
Exactly.
ordering like her
Swish.
vodka tonics or whatever, and you're like, oh yeah, I'll have really cool water slides, and it's like you're just like sipping on it every so often. And you spend your time with her because otherwise, it's not really going to change that much in flavor, and she's going to keep drinking hers and finish
I
them.
like it. It's just the
Are you on your G spot with the mic?
yeah. Why?
Okay, no, I just want to make sure. I want
can't hear
everybody.
me?
No, I want everybody here. Yeah, step in a little. I just
Okay,
wanna
I'm
make it-
come in a little closer.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
All right.
There we go. Now it don't sound like you in the background.
My bad, but yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4 though because, like I said, it's good. But the hops, like I feel it in my nose.
That's actually the malt.
Is that the malt?
You know
It's the
what?
malt.
I just really don't like the aftertaste that I'm having right
just-
now.
That's
Yeah,
that's really the malt.
absolutely.
This is
Absolutely,
because this is pale malt 2-row. It's the base
Oh,
malt
it's good
for
with chicken though.
basically everything, which it really does. It really
Yeah,
does.
Absolutely.
But the reason they basically put a lot of pale malt in because that's how you. It's the only one with active enzymes. That's how
Okay.
you break down sugar and stuff like that. Whole bunch of science stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why you're tasting a lot of this. And a lot of like IPAs taste like this because you get a lot of that pale malt because that's what gives it, its characteristics. Then you add the hops, which is why if you have an imperial IPA, you taste mostly hops and not so much this because the hops overpower the malt and
Let's,
stuff.
Got you.
Let's get the artist. Chris, what's your opinion on this beer? What do you think?
First off,
what's
do you
your
drink a
grade?
lot of do you drink a lot of
we
beer?
gotta ask you.
Well, yeah. No. I mean, I was gonna state that. No, I'm not the biggest juror beer drinker. I'm not right.
I ain't a beer drinker. He's from
Man.
Sassafras for real.
For real. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but not the biggest beer drinker. So I'm a bit biased on it. You know what I mean? The taste is a bit strong
yeah,
for me. You know
right,
what I mean? So, but however, I do appreciate the alcohol content. You dig what I'm saying? I do appreciate the fact that this is something that you can, if you want to get the job done, you get the job done. And I feel like with food, you know what I'm saying? Like, like you said, you know, it probably tastes much better.
I ain't gonna lie, I gave it a 3.5, but I've almost finished most of the bottle. So I mean, other than that aftertaste, I can really mess with this. This is really good.
Yeah.
Well, anyway. Remember, you can catch Monstrosity every Sunday 6 to 8 here on Q4. That is QUE4.org. And if you want to join the conversation, you can do that by calling us at 312-985-7834. Once again, that is 312-985-7834. Or as always, you can hit us up on our social media sites, Twitter, Instagram, all that. We'd love to hear your.
We're pretty much on everything.
Yeah, we're hauling.
We're an
Djibouti.
eclectic group of social media.
We're out there. We're stomping the streets and pounding the pavement. So yeah, look out for us. We're getting there. I don't know. I'm just trying to go with it. I felt
Pounding the pavement.
pounding the pavement. Yes.
I mean,
'cause
you
we're
know.
Ferns is cementophile.
What is it with y'all?
Understandable.
Profiles. Anyway, I'm nothing. You're gonna give people the wrong. I get blamed for everything on this show, so let's not give people the wrong idea or image of me just yet.
Well, it's your show.
Well, no, it's our show.
Well, I don't know.
No, it is my show.
It's like if you wanted to be, it's paperwork.
It is. And at the end of the day, regardless of what these two do, I still get blamed for it.
I understand.
So, which we'll get to in
the second half of the show.
Oh my lord! Now I'm
Scrape
heated
knees
again.
and percentages.
I just want to start talking about it right now. I'm so heated just thinking about it. I can't believe. Anyway, let's move on. So like we said earlier in the show, joining us is artist Chris McAfee.
Mm-hmm.
I said that right?
No.
Oh.
But it's all love.
Say it again.
Christopher McAfee. You got me saying my own last name.
Well, like
the
antivirus.
Okay,
Exactly.
McAfee.
Exactly.
I kept saying Macafro.
Exactly.
I was
Cool.
because
You know what's funny about that?
Was
What?
good.
I messed it up earlier, but I showed him how to say it
Right.
earlier this week.
Yeah, he was like, it's like McAfee.
I said like the antivirus.
I kept saying Macafro.
We literally sat there for like 10
I kept
minutes.
saying
He put an
McAfee.
R with you.
Yeah, I was just like, it's kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
what my cousins used to do when I was younger. Instead of calling me Fernando, they would call me Philando. I'm like, there's no L in my name, people.
It was
like,
great.
Philando,
I think
Philando.
Fern actually spent most of his week at work this
Yeah,
week,
they're
just like trying to say your name. And I'm like
Really?
sitting there,
Yeah.
and it's like McAfee.
McAfee.
And I'd be like, McAfee.
Yeah,
McAfee.
it's
He's
a
like,
bit.
McAfee.
I've gotten it messed up.
Flucked up.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you know a
You
little
got it
bit.
flucked up.
You
Yeah.
dig? A few times growing up. You know what I mean? First and last name. You know, it doesn't help at all. But you know, you get used to it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because you are Chris with a K.
Absolutely.
So during the pre-show, we got a little bit into your art. What I didn't get a chance to ask you is, how'd you get started? What inspired you? Did you start as a street artist, or was it just like you just like drawing from the beginning? Because I know artists like that. Like, I just grew up. I came out the womb with the brush in my hand. Like that was me.
Nah, I mean, I think you know, not to start off way too cliche, but you know, fundamentally, I think we're all artists, man. You know, it's just a matter of who kept on going and who stopped. You know what I mean? So I think, definitely was in tune with my artistic side when I was much younger. But it was street art, it was graffiti art that got me like crazy into it. Like that took my life over, and it became more of a lifestyle. You know what I mean? So definitely graffiti art.
Did you learn to draw on your own, or were you just
Naturally gifted.
Were you taught, or
Nah, you know what? I mean, I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm the best draftsman. I don't draw well. I can mimic something. I can look at something and sketch it out. You know, but I'm not the best draftsman. I've never really been into drawing as much as I've been into creating. I love to use my hands and like build stuff and create stuff. You know what I mean?
I feel you on that because
I
I can
build a woman up?
You dig?
I
Then
can
break her down.
I can draw
From the mind
something
first.
like, but for me to like actually imagine, like be creative, like I could copy somebody's art.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I can sit there and be like, okay, I got
Well,
that. But for me to be
That's
original,
how
I
all
can't.
great artists start, though.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Really?
You know,
I think and also too. I'm kind of a late bloomer. Like when I was younger, I used to draw a lot.
Word.
I got my notebook. I lost my notebook, so I stopped drawing.
Aw.
And then but I still I doodle a lot, and I still do some things and stuff like that.
I can't draw at all, but I got a whole bunch of stuff I want to draw.
You should. Absolutely.
So I've tried.
Actually,
If it doesn't turn out how I want it, it's like, all right, I got like this picture in my head and I try and it doesn't work.
You know what? I've learned that you just keep going.
Keep going.
You just keep
Exactly.
Going. Like, I'll draw. Like I've been trying to draw a man pushing a boulder off a cliff.
Yeah.
But the boulder's kind of like shaped like a heart. I've been trying to draw this for like the last 6 months, I'll say, because I'm trying to draw it as a gift for somebody.
But see, that's the thing, man.
It's
People.
a housewarming gift, but. It doesn't matter. It's not important. But I'm trying to.
Ron Harper.
No.
Nah, but I mean, people get it misconstrued, man. You know, people want that instant gratification.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So people forget that, like, let's say, for example, like the Mona Lisa, like the most famous prize, whatever painting in the world, took him 10 years to paint that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a decade to paint that. You know, and the only reason he stops because he died. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like, so yeah, it takes time.
One of the artists that we both know, True Slang, I used to work next door to his gallery, and every time we had an event and I was bored, I'd always go in there. He's a cool ass dude.
Very cool.
He would let us. He would let me like sit there and just like look at his art. I would talk to him about art and stuff. And one day he did a show, and I went, and you see he put his sketches up, like all his pre stuff, like him working his mock-ups,
right.
So to say,
Blueprints.
Yeah, his blueprints of what his projects were going to be. And I was looking at that, and I was just like, man, I got it. Like, it's not instant. Like, yeah, he can do some stuff on the fly and be like, shh, but like to get the really good stuff, like I was looking at the stuff, it's like, man, he's sitting down and like, tracing, redrawing, crossing out, starting over. Like there was multiple, like he would have multiple drawings of like the same thing, and it was just
it take years, man. For example, I painted this Chicago flag, and I painted it. One time, threw it away, painted. Second time wasn't right. Third time, I had to get it right to the fifth time, and it took me about 3 years to paint this one thing. So I mean, it takes time. You develop, you know what I mean. You mature, you know what I mean.
It's so dope though, because you have a vision in your head, and you
make it happen.
You're not satisfied until it represents what you have in your head.
It's dope and very frustrating all at the same time.
Trust me,
you know what I mean.
I used to make beats or whatever.
Word.
So that kind of like happened to me a lot too. Like, nah, I quit. Trash this beat.
Yeah.
Just start over making the same beat. It's like when you finally get it, it's
man,
like,
it's part of the creative process though. You can't escape it. You know what I mean? Like it just is what it is. You got to accept it and learn to enjoy it. Yeah.
You think I'm too old to start getting into? Well, I've always kind of been into graffiti art, but like
you never too old.
ever, never,
man. When I was younger, I used to always hang out with a bunch of taggers.
Word.
But they're not like graffiti artists. Just taggers. Just put their name up or whatever. But like, I never really got into the graffiti aspect of tagging. You know, some people. You know, it's a transition. They start off tagging, and then they go to graffiti. From at least what I've seen.
Yeah, I agree. I would agree.
And so you start off tagging, and you know, I ain't gonna lie, I was a little smart, you know, Alec kid. You know, every now and then, like, oh, I want to tag like my friends and blah blah blah, put stuff up. But I never transitioned to that graffiti because I never had the courage to. Because I could just see my mama is sitting there and be like, you did what?
Yeah.
Like, why are these kids? I had no privacy as a kid growing up. So, how was it for you, like getting into graffiti? You have trouble at home like that? Like your mom coming down on you, your pops, anything like that?
Well, you know what I mean. I was raised in a household where I was kind of let free at a young age. You know what I mean? So that helped me kind of, bump my head and get up and learn from that. You know what I mean? It helped me kind of like, just I had freedom. I had freedom to move around. Now, don't get it twisted. My mother definitely would see my tag name. She would notice it, and I would definitely hear it. You know what I mean? But she also knew that, it was nothing that she could really do about it.
Did she start signing you up for like art classes and stuff like that?
Nah, my mother.
Parents from California.
Well, because some parents. Yeah.
No, absolutely.
In order for you to like, all right, so my baby want to tag, I'll sign him for art
classes.
So they try to put that energy into something else. So you I can still draw and blah blah blah. But
I grew up a little bit with less financial means than that. You dig what I'm saying?
Like
you dig what I'm saying?
Except for Matthew, sorry. He gave me this look like
don't lump me in with you guys.
Like, no, my dad's still with us.
I have a mother and a father.
He does
a house, 3 cars.
So he smokes
6 figures a year. He doesn't smoke at all.
No.
No.
Because he knows it'll bring down the insurance. Yeah.
But I had a loving mother and loving father, which is all you absolutely, I think, need. You know what I mean? I don't need, you dig what I'm saying? Yeah, you don't need somebody over you. You don't need the finances, man. Just the foundation.
Yeah, my mom was, had my mom been able, not had children, and it sounds kind of bad, I think she would have been an artist. Because my mom, she sketches a lot, and she's an emotional person.
That's
she's
very dope.
She used to write stuff too. But I think having 3 kids, you kind of get like
absolutely.
But so she was really good at like encouraging us to be creative and stuff like that. Like
that's dope.
when we were poor, she would do like these contests. So like you'd have to draw something, you know. And my sister at the time was in high school and she was taking art class.
Yeah.
My brother was the youngest, so he didn't really like know how to draw. And stuff like that. And then it was me, the middle child. Like I know how to sketch. Like I know how to doodle and like sit there slowly and sketch something out, see an image or whatever. But it's funny because out of the 3 of us, I think my brother became like the best artist. Like he's got the one that's like the most creative mind. He could sit there and just like draw you a monkey face holding up a cane and stuff like that. So it's beautiful. I love art. I've always been into art.
Absolutely.
And then again, I think kind of life like steers you off that path, and I think it's important to always try to find that path again.
Oh yeah.
No matter what age you're at.
Oh yeah.
There's something about art that I just think opens up everybody's mind.
Yeah, man. No, I mean, and I got sent off that path plenty of times. But I mean, I grew up in it, and then for a good 4 or 5 years, man, I didn't draw anything, I didn't paint anything, I didn't do anything. I was, whatever, living life. And but I got back to it, and I mean, to be honest with you, I had to travel, I had to move around, I had to meet other people, I had to have other people convince me to get back to it. So it was more than a notion.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
But I agree.
For later.
What? Oh, yeah. I was like, what are you doing? What's going on? So sorry, we got distracted here. You fool now? You got the itis?
Yeah.
Look at him.
He's gonna take a nap.
Super quiet right now, homie. I'm sorry.
Talking about sensitive artists, man. I didn't have anything.
But
He
you're
said
artist
sensitive.
too,
You
man.
absolutely
Yeah, I
are.
was putting my 2 cents in.
You have
I
a
don't know why
different
you just
meaning.
came at me like that.
Now he's ready to take a nap.
Well, I wasn't coming at you.
I don't know why.
Hold on.
Look at him.
Let's pull back a little. I was just saying because you look like you about to fall asleep. You just had a great.
You know, Deuce. Do you want?
Confused because he was holding something up to the phone. Don't say something.
Do you want to take a nap? You want to take a nap?
Say something, Caucasian.
I can't wait till you have a little Negro baby. You're gonna have your little.
I ain't gonna make a mistake.
I'm not making no mistake. That's how you see it.
You're gonna shoot it. And
Parents made a mistake with the both of us. You're just tuning in. Remember, you're listening to Monstrosity Radio. You can catch Monstrosity Radio every Sunday, 6 to 8.
Here on Q4 Radio.
Or you can always join the conversation too at 312-985-7834. Joining us in the studio today is
Chris McAfee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say it, but I was going to say a little bit more.
You were taking it forever.
No, man, for the moment I met you, man, you've always been kind of a crazy cat to me.
How was that?
Oh, man, because I met you when you first started work. Wait.
What you mean I'm crazy, bro?
Try not to say
I'm going to shoot up someone.
No. Because, I was just joke around with you and you start laughing. And,
of course.
I just always felt like you give off a good energy.
Most definitely. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
You gay?
No.
Okay.
No.
Wow. Yeah.
I was waiting for one of you guys to try.
I was waiting for him.
Sorry, we asked that question every guest.
No. It's all good, man.
We just dropped it on him.
No,
it's
honestly,
all
when I
good.
first met you, you saw it.
Yeah.
I feel like you're a sensitive, like.
No, most.
Hold on. You really thought he was gay?
No.
Let me say this.
No.
I mean, I from a perspective of what he's talking about, I feel him. I get what he's coming from. You know what I mean? Because
it's very handsy.
Because it's not a.
Y'all don't understand. I still don't know what y'all talking about right now.
Like we're sitting here, and all of a sudden you just come out with, "You gay?"
If you would let me finish, I was gonna get.
No, go ahead.
What it is? Because when I first met him,
So you thought he was gay?
No.
like when you first met him, you was in a bathroom, and you thought something was gonna happen.
No, man. He's just one of them cats that he's very handsy to touch you and stuff like that. That's what I wasn't getting. I knew he wasn't gay.
Yeah. No. I mean, it's
because none of you guys were getting there.
No, we were.
Time out. So
No, but let me explain. Let me explain. I mean,
Okay,
I
go
feel
ahead,
like
go.
you know,
'Cause he
I know.
knows where I'm at.
I do.
so
I do.
yeah.
have some,
I understand
yeah.
it now.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm saying like,
But that's the crazy thing is that to certain people, you dig what I'm saying? Like it's just perception. It's just it's what they take. You know what I'm saying? But no. I mean, I come from a very loving man background. You know, I come from a very like kind of like hippie. You know what I'm saying? Kind of you know, just everything is love.
I took it as spiritual.
Yeah.
Like I always took it as like
Yeah.
spiritual. It's hella spiritual.
But you know, I will come in with the skinnies on, or I may come in with the wild color, or I may come in with the crazy beads, or you know what I mean.
That don't
so
bother me. That's not.
yeah, but I'm to other people. You know what I mean, or even a nose ring, whatever the case is. You know what I mean? Like people will perceive it's what they perceive to be. You know what I mean?
So the last guest we had on there, a lot of people
Assume one thing.
A lot of people thought Nick was gay.
but he's not. He has a girlfriend.
Word.
No, we asked that question to every.
No. It's all love.
Sometimes
man.
more than once.
Yeah. Go through. You sure you're not gay? You sure?
Yeah, no.
But that's I like that.
Yeah,
because
most of.
I don't know if you know this. I just
Ferns
naturally
gay.
assume.
No, this
Wasn't me this week.
It's kind of weird because I actually set myself up. For that.
Yeah. You did, but it's cool.
I assume everybody knows I have a kid, so I have a kid, and
No, I didn't know that.
growing up, my mom wasn't very affectionate, so I always made sure, like with my son, like you know, I'm always gonna be affectionate with him. And so now, like whenever I'm around, I give him hugs and stuff like that. But you know, I kind of think it backfired on me.
I was just gonna think that because like,
Wait,
my
how
son's
did
Closer.
how did backfire on you?
Think he's like too much now?
Now you
Or-
think he gay?
You made him soft? Is that what you're getting at? You made him a little soft?
Nah, well, maybe a little soft too, but also too, like now we'd be at the train station. So you know, before I used to have to take him on the train, and we'd be standing there and like
He'll give you a kiss?
No, he'd be like hugging me, which I don't care about because everybody like whatever. But then he'll start biting me on the shoulder.
What?
I'm like, I'm like, kid, man, like
Look, you can bite my shoulder standing up.
you just gotta stop. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. He's
You're not crawling up me anymore.
He's like 2 inches. He's about 2 inches taller than me now.
He's looking
Word.
down at you, biting your
Yeah,
shoulder.
so like he's like leaning on me, biting my shoulder. And like we at the Belmont stop, and it's just like, you gotta stop right now. Kid.
Some guy's gonna get some
The wrong
idea.
Hey, like, how much do you think he's paying that kid?
Yeah. So, but no,
You a pedophile?
I like to see that.
Yeah.
I think men should be really comfortable with emotion and affection because I feel like a lot of men like it makes them feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean it's absolutely rooted in insecurity, man. I'm a fairly secure man. You dig what I'm saying? Like I mean I've had my share, you know, and it's apparent, you know what I mean? So it's you know, it's one I think that's what it is. Once you're comfortable with kind of what it is and who you is and your direction, it's whatever.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? But it's all love though that somebody would take that too because for the longest that was the idea behind those people or for like I don't even know how to say like feminine energy or well dressed or whatever the case it was.
No. Now time.
Okay.
There's a big difference between you and Buddy last week.
Who was Buddy? Who was Buddy?
Like he'll tell you, he said like he's overly sensitive. Like,
Yeah.
He's soft. He has soft spoken. I'm not.
Maybe
sure.
he's gonna do polyamory.
No, but you know, I feel you on that. I grew up for a while. When my mom came out the closet, as she got comfortable, she did more and more.
Most definitely.
And she would take us to these things, and you know, you get to experience all this stuff, and it's just like, all right, you see this different world. So it's just like,
yeah. I mean, people, you know, people, man, it's a beautiful thing, man. Regardless, like I said, man, it's you know, I'm all for love. So if that's what it is, that's what it is. But you know, I'm from like I said, that's the hippie culture from you know, and I'm make sure I'm attentive or affectionate when I do talk to people because I know how it feels to kind of be ignored, you know, or feel like you're talking to somebody you don't have their attention, which I think is a big pet peeve of mine.
That's real right there.
You dig what I'm saying? So I think
people don't think about that.
So for me, when I have a conversation with somebody, or I'm interacting with them, I want to really give them that full attention. You know what I mean? Which I think says a lot. You know,
a lot of people forget conversation is art, but
yeah,
it is. It's not easy to hold conversations with people. It takes a lot, and then even to get them to engage in the conversation, you can get them engaged, but it's trying to keep
and engage. You can do that, but it's like
trying to get them to actually talk.
Honestly,
exactly.
Are you honestly enjoying the conversation?
Exactly.
That's why, like a lot of times, like when I see people,
like when Matt talks, nobody.
Whoa.
That's why a lot of times when I see people that I know on the street, but like I haven't seen them in a while, I just don't want to have.
I ignore them.
Yeah, I try to avoid them because I don't want to have that fake conversation.
No, I think that's just the South Side in you.
No. I actually agree because there are people. I see them. I haven't talked to them in forever.
I don't
really care about your life right now.
Right?
Yeah.
You don't want to sit there and be like, oh, because I don't care.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not even disrespectful.
No,
it's just
if
what
I
it
cared,
is.
I would have called you years
Because,
ago to be like,
this
Facebook,
actually,
man.
to be fair,
exactly. I would have kept in contact with you.
something like this happened to me. I was in a Binny's after work one day, and I ran into a guy I went to college with. Hadn't seen him in like a couple years. Hadn't talked to him, and I had to have this awkward conversation because like we both walked past each other. We both like had that moment where we're like, wait, we know this person, and usually you just like turn around, you see him, and you just like keep going. But we both turned around at the same time, so we had to talk, and it became that awkward moment where it's like, oh hey man, I haven't seen you in forever. Yeah, no, we should get drinks and stuff like that. It's like I don't really care.
Yeah,
Not at all.
See,
Not at all.
That's why when that happens to me, I'll be like, hey, what's your number? I'm like,
See, but why
I'm your friend on Facebook.
That was the thing too. It's like we got to Facebook. It's like, oh yeah, you shouldn't
See, I
invite me out, whatever.
I don't think we should have to go through all that. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I've made it uncomfortable when I run into people sometimes, and I just be like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" And I'm like, "Yeah, how's it going?" I was like, "Well, I'm gonna keep going." They're like,
Yeah,
"All right,
yeah,
sure."
yeah, absolutely.
And I know they feel like I'm blowing them off, but I'm like, I'm not gonna sit. I think I'm doing you a respect and not like sitting there and being fake and be like, "Well."
I would agree.
No,
Actually,
I'm not gonna tell you a bunch of fake stuff about my life, or like just tell you like the general, like you don't really
Keep it
care,
short.
and like so let's just say
You're just being polite.
Yeah, let's just be polite and be like, oh, it was good seeing you. Oh yeah, it was good because it was good seeing you.
Oh, you're still alive.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's keep
Absolutely.
going.
Cool, let's keep going. But I just sit there and have that fake conversation, yo. I just be like,
Nah.
I don't want to do it. And then I'm not paying attention anyway.
Yeah.
And then you'll say something. I only asked the question because you say something, and I only want to make sure you think I'm listening. So I'll,
Pretty much.
So
That's real. That's real.
So anyway.
That's real.
So you guys want to just a little off topic? You take break at 6:45. You guys want to go at 7? 6:50.
Yeah, we started 5 minutes late. Might as well go and break a little 5 minutes
So we're gonna
late.
take a break at 6:50. We'll hit you.
Leave
up
you with our mid-time mix.
our midtime mix. Brought to you by Rinse and Flips, our sponsor. You're gonna love it. You should use Rinse and Flips. I
What?
think you would love your Rinse and Flips.
Why is that? Why is that?
Because you save
Juice,
money.
tell them why.
No.
But I will. I mean, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
drop
we-
the
yeah,
sponsor
we weren't
yet.
gonna
but
Yeah,
They
yeah.
actually are. They just dropped a bottle. It's a rinse flip, so you don't even have to take it to the sink or anything.
Is that real? Okay.
It's, you squeeze it 4 times.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we'll get
The
back to that.
filtration's the water every time. It
Oh,
goes back
yeah.
to the- It's like one of those douchebags.
Yeah, I was about to say it's a condom douche.
Pretty much.
Okay,
Mm.
cool. You play sport. You play sports. You into sports? I see your Black Hawks hat. You into the Hawks?
To be very honest with you, no.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, but the logo rolls
But the
in.
logo is it though? Nah, you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
it is,
I
it
do,
is.
but I do. I've never been a fan of watching sports, but I can play them. I love playing sports. I've everything from tennis, soccer, track, basketball.
No, like earlier,
all
I told
that.
him like I wanted to play some basketball. He goes, "Man, I wanted to get out there and play some tennis." I was like, "See, that's what Negroes ain't knowing all the time, right there."
No, I love tennis. Have you played tennis before?
I love
I did.
tennis.
I did lessons, and the guy said I was advanced, and he's gonna sign me up for stuff. But after when you're like 12 on the low end, it's like tennis is not really what's
Tennis is
Nah, not at
expensive. I
all.
looked
And
into
it
getting
is.
tennis
Yeah.
lessons.
The hood took me away from so much cool stuff I used to do as a kid. And before I got to high school, I rollerbladed. I rode horses.
All the white guy stuff.
I skied,
Basically,
and I was good at all of these.
Yeah,
that's
good.
real.
That's not good.
And he used to swim. He was an Olympic swimmer.
No, I actually wasn't. I was.
Oh, you know what though? Because I say it's good because you're still, and not to
It's
say
good
that,
for the next generation because now my son's gonna have
you
the
can teach
options.
all,
to,
yeah, you can teach
Right,
all that
right.
to your son. Like you got to experience it, and you know what? I'm not trying to say you go out there and become like the Olympic, but you can still do all that stuff too, man. Like you can. Still do
Yeah,
that.
absolutely,
Yeah, you're right.
absolutely.
And you have the opportunity to do it with your son.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
that's the beauty. Like when I was younger, when I had my son, I thought it was cool because I actually got to grow up with my son. Like I wasn't old. Like, I shouldn't say I'm old now, but like I'm not in my 50s having kids right now.
Right.
You know, so I thought it was a blessing that I had my son at my age because I was a young man still. I could still be real active with him and show him stuff. Like even now, he's 13. I'm only 36, and I can still move and stuff like that. So I'm not falling apart yet.
Right.
You know, it's better than having a kid at the age of like 45, and then now you're 53 and you're out there on the court. And like, you can't even walk. So
That's real.
no, that's why I said it's a beautiful thing that you're still able to be out there and perform with your son. Like,
Absolutely.
you can pass all these traits. on.
Absolutely.
So I do find it a little strange that you don't like watching sports, but
Nah.
you'll perform, which I think is cool.
Well, I mean, I come from that era, that last era where it was more important and more popular to play the sport than to watch the sport. You know what I mean?
And I feel like that Hyde Park does that to a lot of kids.
Yeah,
too.
absolutely.
Like, you can go out and do all this stuff.
Yeah.
You're gonna be out with your friends anyway, so it's like you got about 4 tennis courts.
Yeah, big field, baseball field.
I don't see that stuff where I grew up in Humboldt Park and further north or further. I don't see kids in the street playing football anymore. I don't see them doing anything like.
Yeah, they got the iPhone.
I feel like my generation was the last one of that.
Because I remember we used to pull the basketball court out and the basketball court out to the middle of the street.
Yeah,
I bet you these kids don't even know what Killer Man is, man.
Killer Man?
You know what Killer Man is? Throw it up tackle.
Oh, catch one, catch the one with the ball. So the guy with the ball you would tackle.
It's just basically like as soon as you get the ball, one person gets the ball, you go against everybody else.
Yeah,
around,
you just
try to make it to the other side. As soon as you get tackled, you got to throw the ball.
Oh, word. Okay, no doubt.
We call it catch the one with the ball.
Okay,
no, not like that, but it was.
That's
it was a little more racist than that. And I could never understand.
Yeah,
again, with Puerto Ricans,
we used to just smear the Q word.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
do that in school.
You guys ever play King of the Hill?
Yeah.
King of the Hill?
Nah.
Our school would always they would after big snow days or whatever, they would push all the snow out the parking lot so the teachers could park their cars. So there'd be this big mountain of snow. So you'd get to the top and you'd do King of the Hill until somebody knocks you down. And then so basically it's like
it's a battle royale for the hill.
It's like a battle royale, like it's wrestling. So you just sitting there, you kind of just fighting these dudes to be at the top of the hill. Like
just no punches.
Yeah, no punches. Like you basically
you can push
them. You can push. Like
that sounds fun though. Yeah.
And actually I like stuff like that. Okay, so you showed me this footage of them cats on the south side with the
fireworks.
The fireworks, the Roman candles.
And
I like that because that reminded me of when I was a kid, and when we would do that's what it was about. We will goof around, push people off mountains, snow and stuff like I love seeing that again. I was like, all right, so maybe these kids got some little sense. Yeah. Like that's what I was thinking. So when I saw that, I was like, man, that's a beautiful thing right there. Like, that is a beautiful thing.
No, it is.
And so coming from the south side, to see something different like that, and it actually made some national coverage and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely did.
It was something different. It was something beautiful. Like when he showed it to me, I was like smiling. Because it was one thing that I thought it was, and I was like, oh. No.
Yeah, especially what I'm saying, Southside Chicago and all that. Yeah, and they titled it a few times that. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if they didn't watch the video or what, but yeah, it was.
No, if you see the thumbnail, it's just sparks.
That's real.
But so. Anyway, we're going to start wrapping it up for this mid-time mix. I want to thank our guest. He's not going anywhere. He's going to be here for the second half of the show, which is going to get pretty interesting. So I suggest everybody.
It's hot. It just got really hot.
Yeah, it's real hot. It's been getting hot for a minute. I am going to cue it up. We got 2 minutes before we go on break, so just want to do a little filler. That was it.
I want to fill her up before I stick her in.
And on that note, the Mid-Time Mix is brought to us by what?
No,
you don't listen during meetings.
Yeah.
No.
You are.
No, we have to do something.
I wasn't paying attention. I just figure plug rinse flips there because we got to go on to.
As soon as we come back.
Well, I know we always do one when we come back, but do one before because otherwise, it seemed to fit in that moment. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna go on.
It did. It was a good moment.
It was a great moment to put it.
Yeah.
Just shout out to rinse flips.
Sound pretty good when we come back.
It better sound good.
Damn, or what?
I don't know. Ferns never gonna get laid again. No.
You take that back.
I don't know if you know this, but I haven't had sex in almost
Ferns a virgin for 2014 and 15. Was it 15?
No. He put for 2015.
Yeah, it looks like I'm probably gonna end up not having sex through.
You gotta be optimistic.
It's fine.
I've kind of accepted it at this point.
I've
accepted it.
I think it's 2014 because when we first started doing.
Put that.
I don't count that one. The turtleneck I don't count.
Okay, so
I count the turtleneck.
No, you can't count the turtleneck. Like it was. I couldn't even get in. My body stopped me.
Did the turtle look? Did the turtle look?
The turtle looked, and he was like, "This."
Yeah,
is
the
not
turtle
a good
looked.
idea."
It was like you ever had a pair of shoestrings and the tape fell off.
Yeah.
At the end, you're just trying to lace up your shoes. That's what it was like.
Yes,
Whoa.
yes, exactly. That's like
Whoa.
and that was my body's way of saying, "Nah,
Yeah.
not a good idea.
Yeah.
We're not doing it."
And you dodged a bullet.
Yes, I did. I did. Which we'll get back to at the
she's
second half
stupid
of our
for-
show. Stupid. Anyway, this has been Monstrosity Radio. Stick around for the second half of the show. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. This is our midtime mix.
Brought to you by Rinse and
Rinse
Flips.
and featuring our last week's guest, the Philip Riley.
And this is also, the mix is made by DJ Juice, the conductor. Choo, choo.
Okay, yeah.
Jones.
All right, we gotta go. Singing's not playing. I'm
Somewhat
sorry.
professional.
I'm sorry.
It's like so much silence.
All right, there it goes. It's still not playing. Oh, I know why.
Yeah. Pick your poison. Yo, you want poison, you want poison. You want poison, you want that bad shit to build and destroy it. Pick your poison. Yo, you want poison, you want poison. You want poison, you want that bad shit to build and destroy it. I ain't think so. She too chill to bring the noise in. Did you think slow? She too real for them. Yo, what you think the thing for? I don't know if this is what you came for, but you can say my name slow. I'll change flows. I arrange for Bay like I'm Beethoven. Back when I was yay, oh, yay high, lay low, horns and halos. Save lives, I stay live. Nothing they can say, I see through their eyes. Stay wise, take advantage, you vanish when I wave by. Remember that, I take time with my way till November. I have to drop shit I intend to last, a great sign. But don't annoy me, I'll send poison through your grapevine. These niggas noisy, just nosy, mind your business, you don't know me. Till it get lonely and you break down. Rock solid stone. I think I'm okay for now. I could probably fake a smile, admit the truth to weigh me out. Forget that I'm thinking about balance. It's safe to say y'all niggas is a challenge. I'm a mastermind deep inside this massive mind. Fingers callous, don't know how I manage. Cause it's golden season, but I set the standard. In the potency, it's a lot to handle. Pot holder, hot-headed, heavy-handed, left foot, red canvas in the red van. I whip like an ambulance. I got the heart and the lungs and the guts, nigga, what? And the stars and the moon and the sun in my blood. I'm golden.
Oh my god, I just found out where babies come from. Monstrosity. Every Sunday, 6 to 8, only on Q4 Radio. AM 1680, Q4 for arts and activation.
I know why Mother Nature thinks I am a mother. See me and she go, they going on. See all that they stole, they are some bloodsuckers. Wait until they told they had to run for cover. They don't write their checks no more, but they'll discover. They ain't taking note of what they do discover. They just take the gold and leave the earth uncovered. Turning every stone, they use to stone each other. This is deeper than the most, the underground, they ain't uncovered. Deeper than katanas, look as they're uncovered. Deeper than the swords that make the sound of thunder. Deeper than the sound of souls that they go under. Who's to say that anybody's does? May your bodies turn to dust. See, I've been patient as waiting around this mother. Watching humans take it up. They are an ungrateful bunch. When I get to say enough to get from around this mother. I'd like to go out thinking that this world's for you and me. I'd like to go out thinking that we could forever be. I'd like to go out thinking that there's somewhere we can meet. So I'll meet you on the moon. I'll meet you on the moon. I'd like to go out thinking that we could forever be. I'd like to go out thinking that there's somewhere we can meet. So I'll meet you on the. Told you all around the world there are instructions. Tell me anyone that's fixing their destruction. Seems that all of us just made for unobstruction of our fucking selves. You can forget the justice. You can make a wish and well with tears if you use a bucket. A broken clock at what strikes even if it's busted. I ain't really cared about my feelings anymore on subjects that could be volcanic. Eye explosion is or hear eruptions. Back in class, I had my laughs, I be disrupted. Now my life's on lag, I had these interruptions. Satellite receiver sending something crushing. Satisfied, I seem to win and push my buttons. Tell me how the hell I last this long. The elasticity of rubber gotta be strong if you lasted in a city where they suffer. Leo DiCaprio, words can make an island shudder. If I ain't your cup of tea, then put me back inside the cupboard. I'd like to go out thinking that this world's for you and me. I'd like to go out thinking that we could forever be. I'd like to go out thinking that there's somewhere we can meet. So I'll meet you on the moon. I'll meet you on the moon. I'd like to go out thinking that we could forever be. I'd like to go out thinking that there's somewhere we can meet. So I'll meet you on the
Orale, vato. This is Horacio Bello from Smoking Edge 101. You can catch us every Sunday, 6 to 8 on Monstrosity, only on Q4 Radio, AM 1680. Q4 for arts and activism. Orale, vato.
What do you want from me, want from me? 'Cause I just wanna know you. What do you want from me? 'Cause I ain't trying to hurt you. Since we just met the other night, I'll take a couple other nights to say this. But you've been on my mind, and I'm taking my time trying to save this. Said the hit that's speaking, or all the shots this weekend. When you put me in your room, way too soon was I dreaming. What do you want from me, want from me? 'Cause I just wanna know you. What do you want from me, want from me? 'Cause I ain't trying to hurt you. If you want respect with your hands around my neck, it's balanced. I can see the smoke, I can feel your hope, it's balanced. In the touch of your skin, it's a blessing of a sin. What you want is what I want, that's where it begins. I could stay or I could go. Please don't leave me alone. What do you want from me, want from me? 'Cause I just wanna know you. What do you want from me, want from me? 'Cause I ain't trying to hurt you. What do you want from me, want from me? 'Cause I just wanna know you. What do you want from me, want from me? 'Cause I ain't trying to hurt you. What do you want from me, want from me? 'Cause I just wanna know you. What do you want from me, want from me? 'Cause I ain't trying to hurt you. What do you want from me, want from me? 'Cause I just wanna know from you. What do you want from me?
You are now listening to Monstrosity Radio.
Starlit sky together. Days pass by together. Together is all I want. Together. We could fall together, lose it all together, make the call together. Together is all I ask. Another fight together, sleepless night together, wrong and right together. Together is all I pray. Together is all I pray. Together, yeah, yeah. Together, together, yeah, yeah, together. Together, together, together.
What's up? This your boy Juice. The only radio station you need to be listening to right now is Monstrosity Radio, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. every Sunday on Q4.org, AM 1680.
Where did you go? Where did you go? Sleeping alone, sleeping alone. I never let you in my home. That was hours ago. And sex on your lips, sex on your lips, but lies in your kiss, lies in your kiss. You can't promise me this, that you I won't miss. And I solemnly swear I will not care when you take your leave. I can read your eyes, it's just a night. Please hurry up and leave. You're breaking my heart, cause you aren't just some girl on the street. I'm begging you now, please, please. Light up a smoke, you cough and you choke, cough and choke. Losing your mind, losing your mind. You're young on a once in a lifetime. And sweet, don't rush on to the finish. Love from the dust, love from the lust, I cannot distinguish. And I solemnly swear I will not care when you take your leave. I can read your eyes, it's just a night. Please hurry up and leave. You're breaking my heart, cause you aren't just some girl from the street. I'm begging you now, please, please. And if it's all in my mind, if it's all in my mind, if it's all in my mind, is it really such a crime? And if it's all in my mind, and if it's all in my mind, and if it's all in my mind, is it really such a crime? And if it's all in my mind, and if it's all in my mind, and if it's all in my mind, is it really such a crime? Just please
Hey, what's up? Whenever I'm in town, I like to chill, hang out with the Monstrosity crew every Sunday, 6 to 8 p.m., locally 1680 a.m., q4.org.
All right, that was our midday mix brought to you by our sponsor, Who Juice?
Rinse and Flips, Alabama's #1 selling reversible condoms. These condoms are so simple with the instructions. You can use one side of this condom, rinse it out, flip it over, use the other side. And if you're going for oral, they come in flavors. They have Nutella and peanut butter. For our Chicago people, they have Chicago's, Harold's Chicken, and JJ's Fish and Chicken. For all the
What?
Yes, sir, they do. And if you're not sure what you're gonna get into for the night, you might need a hood rat or you got some little bougie chick. Kool-Aid, Crystal Light, all flavors.
Now, I done heard that there's a brand new accessory that goes with these rinse and flips.
There is now. There's a little, it's kind of like a little water bottle that you squeeze into so you don't have to run off to the sink.
Your condom douche.
Yeah, pretty
Oh,
much.
condom douche. Cool. So you can just do it right there by the bed?
Yeah, so you can rinse it out so you don't get your splurge when you're ready time to urge.
And then you can flip.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. That is disgustingly awesome. I want to thank you guys for sticking around for the second half of the show. This is Monstrosity Radio. Remember, you can catch Monstrosity every Sunday, 6 to 8. Where, Matthew?
Only on Q4 Radio AM 1680 Chicago. And of course, as Fern said, this is Monstrosity Radio. Call the show at any time at 312-985-7834. Once again, that is 312-985-QUE4.
And if they don't want to call in, where can they hit us up at, Juice?
You can look us up on the internet and social media. You can catch us on Facebook at Monstrosity Radio. Our Twitter is MonstrosityQ4. Our Instagram is simply Monstrosity. You can look us up on Spreaker at Monstrosity Radio. And don't forget to look us up on Stitcher, which is powered by Deezer at Monstrosity Radio.
Oh, that's cool. It is super moist in here.
Why are you blowing the fan towards my mic?
I was
Blow
trying
it
to
towards you.
I was trying to make it so that we could.
I don't
all,
stink.
Oh no! I was trying to make it so that we're all cool.
No, you cool yourself down.
Yeah, boy.
I don't want you to do that.
Forget you as a goofy ass. Anyway,
Goofy.
joining us again, in case you guys are just tuning in.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason.
Oh yeah, should just been singing about it. It's a dope mid-time mix, so I don't see why you would go anywhere else. Yeah, that's annoying.
I mean, it's online. You can always just listen to it there.
So joining us in the studio is artist from the South Side, Christopher McAfee.
McAfee.
Like the antivirus software.
McAfee.
Yeah.
No, I did the same thing.
Does your
when we
family
did
have anything to
Spreaker.
do with that?
They ain't white, so no.
Yeah, that's true. See,
I
exactly.
had nothing to do with
That's
that. Coming
Also,
from
that
white
dude
family.
was on the lam for a while. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Last year.
Oh,
Okay.
He killed a dude.
Yeah.
I'm lost. I don't know what you.
Oh,
Tell
he
the
killed.
story. Tell the story.
John McAfee killed a dude.
Oh, okay.
And he was on the lam, and they were like, John McAfee, the guy who made McAfee antivirus software, is on the lam. It was like a whole thing.
Yeah.
He found like asylum, I think, in like Mexico or something.
I did not
Oh,
know that.
shit.
I did
Oh,
not. Or
excuse
Got
Snapples,
them
apples,
Yeah,
Shazams. I did not know
it
that.
was a whole thing.
Anyway, moving forward, bringing you to the second half of the show. I want to get to something that.
Bashing bitches?
No.
Welcome to Monstrosity's Bashing Bitches Bash.
I love dogs. I'm not Michael Vick. I would never bash any dog.
I know you kick your dog
I
regularly,
don't
right?
kick my dog. I love my
You
dog.
call
to death.
your dog the
I
N-word?
I do joke around my dog. I love my dog.
Your dog's also racist.
My
He has
dog is
he
really
has an
racist.
all-black min pin that's racist.
Yeah, it doesn't like
And his
doesn't like
second
taller
name
white
is
people.
the N-word.
It is not.
No, if
Gage, you N-word.
if you say that out loud,
That's
he comes
because
to you.
Juice spends too much time at my house. That's all that means. He'll come in and he'll be like, "Get to the cage," and then my dog will run to the kennel.
Though at this point, if I tell it to shut up, it does.
Well, you're white, so he listens.
Yeah, because you've been there for a while. Like once my dog, like,
He doesn't like light-skinned people,
he
though.
really
Word.
doesn't.
Like,
He really
he
doesn't.
doesn't like care too much for like black people, like darker people, but like light-skinned people, he's like.
If they don't look like Fern, they ain't
Yeah,
his
if they're
thing.
not like caramel. Like he got no problem with
Yeah,
Juice.
it's just like.
Yeah.
That's real.
Anybody
Sorry,
lighter
bro.
or darker than me and Juice, like, yeah, like it's not happening.
It's not happening.
Anyway,
Okay, hold on. I have
So,
a question.
wait,
That's
ooh,
what we're talking
okay.
about light skin.
okay.
Sorry, bro. I have to ask.
Let's do it.
You white?
No.
Okay, no.
Anyway,
Have you?
No more questions in the world. Yeah.
Are you a victim of a light skin face in your pictures? You know what I'm talking about? The light skin face dudes make.
would you make light skinned dude faces?
No,
when you
with the
post
squinty
with
eyes.
Oh
pictures?
no! I'm not a selfie type of cat
Okay,
at
cool.
all, to say the least. Yeah, no.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
So getting back to it, second half of the show, I wanted to take the second and not take a second, take about 15 minutes.
How
Not
women
15.
ruin the world.
No, it's, well, yes, and how there are just evil spawns, little spawns of Satan.
I don't think all that, but they do get on my nerves sometimes.
No,
Absolutely.
I will call a woman an evil little spawn of Satan because I think
understand.
that's exactly what
Yeah,
they are.
yeah.
They're sent to tempt us and to, mess with us and mess with our heads.
Man, you're getting biblical.
But it's come on. Am I not saying something that's somewhat true? Like,
Yeah, I mean,
even a woman even told me like women are deceptive by nature. Like it's in their nature to be deceptive.
And then they'll turn around and blame it on us.
Yeah, so why not like call it true? Like only like Satan would do something like that. So I think they're little evil spawns of Satan. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love women. I love women to death. I think they're beautiful creatures, but like so dangerous. Like, and then the decisions that they make sometimes makes you question. Like,
They all succubuses.
I don't know. Like, for example, this astronaut. This is like
That one, yeah.
A couple years ago,
The
like,
Challenger
this
chick or
woman was
something.
an astronaut
Yeah.
or whatever. Found out her boyfriend was having an affair or whatever, and just like lost it.
Put on a diaper,
Oh,
drove down to...
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Drove like 3 states, like within like 20 hours or whatever. Didn't stop. That's why she put on the diaper, and then got there and like either killed him or her lover. One of the things, but like I just.
Wow.
And then I don't know, just women, just
That got
in
dark.
general, like, and maybe it's just me because I've been single for such a long time. I haven't had any sex, so I don't have really like much contact with her. I just feel like women are kind of stupid nowadays, and maybe some of the women in my life are excluded from that, but I just feel like
Though, just to be fair, just put that out there. You can go on, we can do this thing, but some women do put on a front for a man because they
do.
think that a woman or that a man wants a dumb woman. So they go, "Oh my god!" So like, how do I change my tire when they damn well know how to?
That's
don't-
true.
I don't
That's
like
very
that.
true.
Like, just be
That's
real.
very
like,
real.
I can't deal with
Yeah.
that. Like, and it's just like
Well-
it's not just playing dumb. Well, no, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I'm gonna say this. That's why with women and just men, just people in general. Like majority of people, they're not. You're not gonna meet the real them unless you kick it with them like a lot for like 3
Yeah.
months. I feel. You know what I mean?
You gotta
Not
sleep
years.
with them for a while.
This
Yeah.
is what I don't
The
get
first
about
3
Real
months with a
true.
woman is like
And
more
this what-
likely she's just trying to like keep you happy.
And this is what I don't get about women, because women know this though. Like women know, like that he's not acting real or whatever, but they will still like,
Stay with you.
yeah, like all right, yeah, and it's just like all right, this is not gonna last. And even when it like the fairy tale ends and stuff gets like really real, it's still like, well, it'll go back to that fairy tale.
Like,
No,
look
it's
at Juice.
not. No, it's not.
He asks for a sandwich, he gets a sandwich.
You know, one of the first things I told Matt. This is related to women too.
This is my favorite.
If you got a lazy woman, and most guys after sex, what do you want to do? You want to go to sleep, or you want to eat something and then go to sleep? Just
Real
keep
talk,
it real. Or
real
you wanna,
talk.
like, get your mind right.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
So I told Matt, my little trick I do is sometimes you know when you're about to get it in. So I ask for my sandwich prior to getting the 10.
Look at
You
him.
know what I mean?
And you know what sucks for me?
What?
I've asked for the sandwich before. I've asked for it after. I'm told, you can make your own sandwich. I have to make my sandwich. And then it's like, why didn't you make me a sandwich? So I got to make 2 sandwiches.
All right.
You know
I'll be
why?
back.
No,
Oh,
just because
man.
you're like, you don't show enough like emotion.
Is that
You gotta
is it emotion? Emotion? Really? Really?
I feel like it's the emotion and like he's kind of like he's an asshole. Right? You're a donkey.
You're a jackass. Yeah,
you're
you're a donkey. Yeah, and I love you.
And
for
so are
it.
these two.
I'm
To be
not-
fair, these two.
and that's why I get along
But I
with you
play
guys
the
somewhere.
but I play the game.
Yeah, we all do.
You
it
know what I
differently,
mean?
But we all
I
come-
play the game like even still to this day. I'm not like on scores, but like even in a relationship, it's always a game, dude. It's all like I was watching, like what the comedian said. He's like a lot of dudes like they fall off in a relationship because like in the beginning you always one step ahead of your woman. He ran up. He's like, what is the first thing you do when you try to talk to a girl? You got to run up. Literally, you one step ahead of her. You got to look back at her. What's up? What's up? Like as soon as that happens, you start letting her know everything, and then you just don't have the upper hand. So
You know what the difference is, though, for me? She's a self-identified feminist.
You gotta,
Never. Because no matter what you say.
Yeah.
So, we doing this? Oh, because I'm a woman. You think it's just going to be like, all right, okay.
no, you know,
It's the whole thing.
You know
That's
one thing I
real.
want you to try to hit her. You're my woman, right? Hit that. I swear to God, but like
That's
mean
real.
it and try to like sell it. Like honestly, just be like, but you're my woman, right? I'm not telling you
Yeah.
to do it all the
Own it.
time.
Yeah.
But just like
You know what I
I
mean?
can't never get a same woman. Like never. Okay.
So,
like
yeah,
don't
I
go that
just-
far. But like hit her with, but you're my woman next time she does that, and then see where that goes.
So after this,
So I just, I just wanted to, like, if there are any women listening, like, just, talk about, like, stuff that you could do that's, men wouldn't portray, like, so you could be better off in whatever relationship, whatever level it is that you are having.
And so Fern can take notes.
I'm not
relax and take notes.
I'm not taking notes. Like, for example, not a good idea to get drunk. Tell the man that you're dating at the time you're pregnant.
Oh.
While you're on the expressway.
Oh.
After you come back from being in another city and confess that you had relations with your ex.
You know what I would do?
What?
Are we on the expressway?
Yeah.
Kick out.
Yeah. And guess what happened?
Straight out.
Hold up.
Guess what happened?
You can kick it out, though.
She got kicked out.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Real story, bro.
Real
Juice,
story.
you know about it. You read it, right?
Wow.
Wait, but here's the thing that Juice brought to my attention about the story.
If you pregnant, why are you drunk?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like, you found out you were pregnant, and you
Whoa.
still decided.
Whoa.
And not only that, but then you post pictures on Instagram a couple weeks later, and then you're like, how did I get into this bar without my ID? It's like, what are you doing at a bar?
To be fair, I know
Wow.
someone through my girlfriend who just had a crack baby. Literal crack baby.
Whoa.
She's on
Indeed.
crack, binged on crack the week before she gave birth, and the dude she's with, black dude, crack dealer, like beats the hell out of her.
Wow.
Still with him.
He loves him. He loves me. He'll get past the anger.
From Indiana.
See, I can't.
Crack capital of the world.
Oh,
Don't get me
yeah.
wrong. I know men do stupid stuff too.
All the time.
But we're not gonna focus on that right now.
Let's not talk about Juice's life right now.
Now it's time for sound effects.
Yeah, I know, right?
You
If
sound
we only had him
effects.
now. Nah, Juice,
No.
you
Nah,
great.
You
You
should
good.
have had the Stone Cold Stunner music. It's on now.
Dun, dun, dun.
So if I could give advice to my friend who was in that, or not even my friend, let's see, which I want to get to that term friend
Okay.
in a second.
But everybody give her some advice real quick.
I would say next time, have this conversation in a place that you know you can get home from. Like, I just think sometimes, not just women, but people in general don't see the long-term effects of their actions. Like, they can't see down the road. Like, they can only see
Absolutely.
In the moment.
They can
Absolutely.
or only that, they can only see a block down.
Yeah.
Like, and maybe it's just because how I grew up and how I spent most of my life. Like, I like to say I'm able to see at least 6 blocks down the road.
You
know?
dig?
Yeah. So
Speak before
I
you-
want to say this: if you ever have to give a man some life-changing or really emotional, like, say it in a place where you know you'll be okay, you'll be safe, because you never know how he's gonna turn out. You'll never know if he's gonna, like, flip balls, flip over a table, and just start slapping it out of you. So I want to say it in a place that's nice and safe. You know, you can get home from, and don't be drunk when you say it, because I feel when you do stuff on alcohol, like, it's always gonna come out wrong. No matter what you try to say, it's gonna come out wrong.
I would just say, grow the F up. Like,
Pretty much.
Why are you getting pregnant and having sex with your ex? Like, if you're gonna cheat, do it the right way. You can't be shooting clubs up on an affair.
Yeah.
Oh
No.
my god.
That's so much. It's so
The side girl don't get shot up. You shoot up your main one.
yeah.
Oh, day.
White boy knows that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So moving on. And then my other thing is, I don't know why women like to do this, but, like, women like to call men out in, like, public places. Like, it bothers me. Like, in a place where a man can't really give the response he wants to get. Not to say that he's gonna get violent
Yeah.
or like beat her or anything, but I feel like it's a trap. Like, I feel like women purposely, I'm gonna wait till we get to the most public place,
Until we get to the Cheesecake Factory.
and then I'm gonna call him out on some stuff that I just found.
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
He probably wasn't even involved in this, but I'm gonna call him out on it anyway, and then just do it in the most public way.
Yeah.
So that all you can do is just sit there and smile and be like, "All right."
Come on, you know, just what he got to do this.
You dig what I'm
Like,
saying?
you gotta sit there and just, like, take it a little. And then what really bothers me is because then they get the misconception, like, oh, he just sat there and smiled. He didn't even say nothing, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah.
Yeah.
they think, oh, I told him off. No, you didn't.
At
you
all.
just caught me in a situation where I can't really give you the response that I really want to give you. Because what I really want to be like, if you don't get away from me right now and stop talking all that stupidness, like, don't you see I'm not in a situation where I can, this is not a conversation that needs to happen right now. This is a conversation that can happen, like, in a couple of minutes. Maybe you pull me aside. Like, this is the second time that something like that has happened, and it's getting ridiculous right now. And then I'm just getting really tired of women thinking, like, oh, I'm a woman, I can do whatever I want right now. Yeah, you're a woman, but I'm a man, too. I can also do whatever. But you know what sucks? That the moment I get ready to do whatever, it's like, why are you screaming? Why are you yelling? Why are you coming at me like that? Like the whole game changes. Like, no, you was being all emotional. Now that I get emotional, you trying to say that I'm yelling? That I'm yelling? I'm not yelling. I'm just being.
I'm doing the same thing you would do.
Yeah, I'm just reaching your intensity level.
Every time I go to a restaurant.
Yeah.
Literally.
This is what happens?
It goes fine. It's like, fine. Something.
Yeah. And then, I can't. Don't. Women, please, if you're out there, if you, like, again, if you got a problem with somebody or a male in general, don't be calling them out in a place where they can't, like, really say what.
But I mean, I feel like, man, that's just for those type. You know what you do?
What do you do?
Walk clean off away on them.
I couldn't walk away.
You know what I mean? I feel you, and sometimes you can't. There's multiple.
I couldn't walk away.
If you live with them, you can't walk away.
That's
because you got to see them later.
Real. Yeah. That's
you
real.
both got keys.
That's real.
Yeah, I'm going for a walk. I'll be back. Then you go.
I left my phone. It's like, what? you either what? Gonna leave your house, your apartment?
Your apartment.
Yeah.
I gotta clear my head. Well, why do you gotta leave your house?
That's real.
I wish I could just be like, babe, can you leave the house for a little bit?
No, because like, what's the first thing you do? You just go in the other room. You're like, fine.
No, I stay.
And then what happened? No, when you walk out the room, you know what happens?
What?
Why can't we just talk about?
No. My solution is you stay in the same room and just don't say a thing because it gets really awkward. So someone's got to say something. But obviously, you're not going to say anything.
I've done that for too long. Why are you ignoring me? Why are you ignoring me?
Oh, you don't love me.
And she just starts talking anyways.
Yeah. But then you keep ignoring it until it gets to the point where it's like, you're no longer in the wrong. They're just going to admit to being wrong.
Basically.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Because no one else is around. It's just the two of you.
Yeah.
And so it's like you do it long enough that it comes to the point where they're like, you want a sandwich?
What's the longest relationship you ever been in?
Oh, man.
I'd say it's only 6 months because that's perfect.
You can relate to him.
All right, time to go.
No. I mean, off and on, about
7 years,
8-9 years, off and on. You know what
that's
I mean?
close.
Yeah.
That's
off and on, 8-9 years. You know what I mean? But I mean, I appreciate that stability. You know, I appreciate that somebody come home to problems, all that type of stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, young still and can't really.
I don't know. Maybe it's just I think maybe it's because I've spent so much time alone. And I just sit. All I do now is just watch people and interact, and it just bothers me.
It sounds creepy. Don't say it like that.
Okay, yeah, it is. But I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm not. It's taken. I've gotten better at it. I've gotten better at interacting with people. But for the most part, I sit and I like to observe people. I like to watch people in their environment. And I see stuff sometimes, especially with women, and I question it. Like, how are you supposed to be like? The thing that bothers me is that women, like, especially nowadays, oh, I'm an independent woman, blah, 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 like, oh, I'm doing, like,
God.
Like, how do you mess around with the dude and you know, like, he's messing around with, like, 7 people at the same time? And how do you convince yourself, like, I'm okay with this? Like, I am okay with
I have
this.
something I need to write about you.
What?
I have something I need to write.
Some girls
like
like
a
the
sketch.
challenge, though, bro.
Okay.
Some girls, they just love the challenge.
They're trying to get that dude to just be the only one. Because I can't, for my life, I have a friend who, like, you know, he's got, like, multiple girlfriends. And, like, for me,
dude.
And they all kind of know. Like, they know, like.
Because, baby, when I'm with you, I'm with you. I'm with the other two.
There's no way.
And that's real.
There's no way a female can tell me that, and I'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know, I mean, women are different, man. It's a lot of different things going on in that head that we're naturally biased. You know,
one's going to give them a baby, one's going to put the roof over their head, and the other one's just going to believe that they have a baby.
Is that what it is? Like, I want to hear from the conductor because I think this is like
Choo Jones.
Yeah,
as far as,
got to.
I mean, it's all part of the game. You got to look at the dude for being able to do that. Not saying like it's amazing or whatever, but like a lot of women. Okay, no woman wants something that nobody wants. For one, you know what I mean. And then two, they're curious. Like, especially like when I was doing my thing, like I never brag on having a lot of women or whatever. I would let like girls that knew me or like girls I used to talk to say all that stuff. Mm-hmm. So it enticed the minds of like the women that are around and stuff like that. So it's weird in a way. It's saying like it's so many easy setups for once you get that role that it's like that's just what you get.
So it's like when you lose your girl, but you hook up with her best friend. Because she heard all the stuff.
Pretty much when she comes choosing. That's why a lot of girls nowadays they don't say nothing to their friends about their sex life. Yeah. It's just like, why would they set them up like that?
And real talk, most of the times the ones who mess up the game is the guys. The guys will talk.
See,
you know what I mean?
That's something that I hate.
Yeah,
I just hate that. It's just like, why are you
you
doing that?
Yeah,
you're making that box so much more like solitary now. It's not, but. The women, I mean, like you fall victim to the game. It, like I say, like.
So would you say more of the blame, or where would you lie? Whose fault is it, or is it the man for painting this image of, all right, I'm gonna give you this life, or
it's never. I mean, like some dudes do the whole like double life thing, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna give you this. They're selling some dreams. The other ones, I just be kicking it, and girls like that. Honestly, some girls they don't want a relationship right now. They just want
a lot of girls.
They just want some dude. They just want a cool dude that they can chill with, have sex with, and after they have sex with, they can go
respect
back to kicking
them still.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, like it's a respect issue, and it's just like, all right, cool. And it's like, and
both on the same page.
Yeah,
absolutely. It definitely gets emotional with them still. You know what I mean? Like after a time, but.
You gonna do my best friend? I'm gonna do my best friend.
Yeah, but the best ones is the ones that can keep that mentality and know like what they wanted out of that predicament. Because that's, I guess, the women that be lying to themselves. That's what I'm gonna have to say to that.
I'm worth 1,000
the women that women that fall victim to it. That are hurt, that they're lying to themselves.
Absolutely.
They're the ones that saying like,
absolutely.
It don't matter, you know what I mean? I don't care. I'm just doing him.
As a feminist,
I don't care what he do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do, and that's another thing.
Most of the chicks that my bad, but most of the chicks that the chicks that stay real with it, they say, that's cool. He do his thing. I do my thing.
Yeah,
the chicks that fall victim to it say, I don't care what he do. He treat me good. You know what I mean? Because they got that mentality. He's still hitting it with me.
As long as he come back to me, basically.
He come back. They got this mentality.
It's a lot of disparity, man. It's a lot. I mean, you know, women naturally, I think, are just very. You know, they just want that love, and it gets to the point it don't even matter who it comes from.
They'd rather tear out the other girl's hair than yours.
Yeah,
you did.
Does that? I don't know. Does that make me like a sensitive miller? Because that's not for me. Like, yeah, I want that love and everything, but I'm not just gonna go anywhere to get it. Like, what? I
mean, it's different people, like different backgrounds or whatever. Like me, I figured it out like probably when I got my girl now, who I've been with for a minute. I was like, dang, I just had mommy issues. Like real talk. Like I'm just like, all right.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Pretty much. Oh, you absolutely
mine
do.
Was a little different though. You know what I mean? Like my mom, I knew she loved me or whatever, but it was like Ferns said, it wasn't affection or nothing. Yeah. And I got kicked out at like 15. So it's like, you know,
Jamie Jones.
Tough love. Tough love.
Jamie Jones, long-lost relative.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So I don't know, man. The game is crazy, man.
Yeah. Maybe that's just what it is. Maybe it's because I've been out of it so long. And
but it's honestly, it's the people that don't keep it real that fall victim.
And that's what
once you start lying to yourself, like
I just wish women could be more honest about what it is that they want. Like if this is like if you just want to be friends and mess around, just say that.
Dudes do that too, though. But like some dudes, they'll be like that's what I hate the dudes that get stuck in the friend zone with chicks because they play the game like, oh yeah.
This guy over here.
I do that.
That's what I'm saying, and I don't like that. It's like,
and I'm learning to be more upfront about what it is that I want.
Because otherwise, now you're gonna be in a predicament. You're not keeping it real with yourself. Now it's an alternate. What's up?
No, hold up though, because I feel like we've said a lot, and it's good stuff. But what I feel like we owe it to the listeners to explain what the basis for this whole entire conversation was for. Where did this come from? Because obviously you brought up the topic.
Well,
you brought it to us.
I kind of dabbled on it when I was just like, ladies don't confront.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just don't. Number one, I just don't like anybody messing with my show, and I kind of feel like certain female kind of did that, and so I just and then I've always had female inks. Like there's a person I work with, and she every time I start talking about females, she'll turn to me and she'll be like, "What did she do to you?" Like, it's obvious that I was hurt by a woman, and I don't lie about it. I don't hide from it. Yeah, I was in a very loving relationship, and then I went through a bitter breakup,
Mhm.
and then my life after that has been kind of like shaky, especially like towards women. Like,
Yeah,
I've met
yeah.
really-
Natural, very
Yeah,
natural.
and so I've met really flaky women, like women that be like, "Oh, I'm really into you," blah blah. But then you try to hit them up, and it's just like nothing.
Yeah.
like no response. And
Absolutely.
it's just like, why were you even talking to me in the first place? Like, why are you wasting my time? Like, I don't have time for this. Or I got like, I don't know, and. I've gone through the show on several episodes where
Mm-hmm.
I've discussed this stuff with these guys. Like, I'll have women that'll like just come out and just be flirting with me and just be like, "Oh yeah, take my number, get my number. I want you to call me. I want you to text me."
When you
Well,
do, it's like,
and it's just like complete silence. It's like crickets.
Woman, man, woman.
We went over that one already.
Women
That was
love,
your fault.
Well,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's just like, why wouldn't you respond at all? At least
Yeah.
say something, like communicate something.
so I feel like there's a root issue here, though.
What?
That's like we were like glossing over. So what is like the root issue that like brings this on for you? Because like you're saying a lot that has to do with like, oh,
I
women
feel
this,
like I'm in
women that.
therapy right now.
And it's like, well, yeah, because that's kind of what this is. And
Basically.
I feel like there's like something that we're just like skipping over, or it's like it's there, but it's not being said out loud.
I think I just want, in general, just people, not just women, to just be more honest about what it is. you
Yeah,
want out of life.
yeah.
Like,
More
that's
compassionate,
like-
respectful.
Yeah, like I think people forget how we interact, like how our interactions affect the people around us.
Yeah.
Like
We
I-
think about ourselves as just us.
I think about, like, when I think about people as bodies of water.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I'm not even joking.
That's real. That's real. That's
no,
real.
that's cool.
He's-
No, it just sounds very
weird,
hippie-ish.
Yeah, but I think of people as bodies of water.
Yeah.
The moment I drop into their life, I create this ripple
Mm-hmm.
that at the immediate moment has this effect, but that ripple keeps going
along
and
the
going
way.
away.
Yeah.
And so I think people forget, like, when you interact with people, when you do stuff,
Mm-hmm.
like it not only has a short-term effect, but it also has a long-term effect on like how people like just end up like living the rest of their lives.
Absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely.
It's like the analogy of like a butterfly flapping its wings on the other side of the world causes tsunami over on the other side.
a little bit different from a butterfly.
Well, no,
effect.
but
I get
no,
what you're saying,
it's still like
the
it's like a
ripple,
small
right?
action over here creates
Yeah,
a big action over here.
but-
Because meeting you, she might accidentally meet someone who knows you,
Yeah.
and then meet another dude, and then she marries that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
So I just,
yeah.
in general, I just wish, and I say more so, and when I say women's, because lately, and not just lately, but ever since I broke up with my ex,
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to like talk to women, and yeah, maybe it's a little bit of me because I
Find that magic again.
I'm trying to like really find. I think I said this before. I'm trying to find someone that I can just communicate with.
But to be fair, it's like that could be considered that magic because everyone has like that one thing that's like
That's true.
They have like their friends, so it's like with you guys, I might get one thing, but with her or this other chick, I might get another thing, which it's like it's filling a need.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like you're sort of searching for a need that you're just not getting from like myself or Juice or any of our other friends.
I am trying.
Which
I will-
outside of sex
Yeah,
might
I
be
am-
something that's like
No,
only
I
she
know,
would get.
I get what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
You
I
ain't
am-
having sex with me.
No matter what my girlfriend says.
I am on a mission to get back to things I lost, and it's the family life that
Which, to be fair,
Honestly-
I feel like.
What?
Yeah, go.
Go.
Look at him.
Go.
Look at him. Look at him.
All
Look
right,
at him.
all
Look at him.
Yeah,
If you want to take a
Look
moment,
at him,
I feel like
No,
Fern,
it's not. You're not feeling it.
Fern, like
Sorry.
just because like I've known you for a while now, and I've loved you like a brother since the moment I met you.
Mm-hmm.
But it
That is true.
really is 100% true.
Connected on a work level. that
Like
no one-
literally, the day this dude came into work and
You
like
work
started.
really hard. Me too. Hey, how fast can you open these?
Yeah, basically.
Probably as fast as you. Hey, you want to race?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
No, but like,
Yeah.
No, nothing put aside. Like, it's like I met this dude, and it was like I had to train him, and it was literally like he got it. He wasn't like the other dudes who it's like come in and it was like, all right, so I gotta like take you down to a toddler's pace. It was like I've done this before. This isn't the hardest thing, but it's like I feel like a lot of just like the weeks of what you've told us, where it's like, oh, I had this and I had that and stuff like that. I feel like almost you're too stuck in the past. Especially like when it comes to women, because it's like it almost seems like you're expecting something that you're just not getting.
Wow, that's deep.
And then it's like
that is.
And then like when you get it, you're too afraid to take it because to be
Mm.
fair, there's
Matthew's
been opportunity.
never been so deep on this show, right? It's getting really
To be
deep.
fair, I'm smarter
like
than
this.
you think.
Yeah, I like
Let's just put it
this.
that way.
I
But
like this.
like
I doubt that. Continue.
No, but keep going,
Racist.
keep going.
No, but it seems like a lot of your problem seems to stem from the fact that it's like if a woman
That I
shows
think women are
interest, you
little evil spawns
instantly
of Satan.
assume that it's like, okay, she only sees me as a friend. I can't do this. I can't do that. Even though she might
Yeah.
see you as like a sexual being, and it's like, all right, cool. I want to hook up with him because he's got these things to offer. And then like obviously like part of this show was to like women bash, right?
Yeah, but we got
And
way
like we
off
talked
of
about it,
that.
we've gone
Way off
completely
Got
off
really
that.
personal.
But because I know the background of this, it almost seems like a lot of this comes from the fact that you
I have a
seem
bad
somewhat.
relationship with my mom.
No, not even that.
Get to it, man. Damn.
There's a lot of layers to this. He's like a fucking onion.
Flucking
Fucking
onion.
onion.
Flucking onion.
So like part of it comes to the fact that like, your mother was one thing, but she turned out to be another.
So when you get to the center of
Are
the
you saying
onion,
he's
what is
gay?
it?
Is this a joke?
Okay, no, 100%.
Please don't say I'm gay.
No, to be fair,
I'm
he's
so
100%.
upset.
This is 100%
All right,
serious.
so the core of it. The core of it.
To be
what
fair,
is it?
I'm being 100% serious.
All right, the core of it,
For
what is it?
once.
All right.
This is actually a very like serious psychological moment. That it's like you're expecting one thing, but you're getting another. But when you're getting another, you instantly assume that it's the worst possible
Shut down.
like, thing.
Shut down.
So it's like with Juice, he instantly like assumes the best possible thing, which is why he's able to. If you guys have been listening,
go
Up
forward.
Johnson.
Yeah.
So it's like he's able. He has the confidence to just be like,
True.
you know what? This girl,
Time out.
she's looking at me.
Have you up Johnson on chicks?
Have you ever heard Johnson? Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes,
there we go.
Hyde Park,
You
baby.
know what? Wait, real quick. Do you know what Up Johnson is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So for everyone who knows, it's like Juice has the confidence because it's like no matter what, the way he was raised, which
can follow
to be
through.
fair, it's like it's with a lot of like people who've lived in like harsh conditions.
Well, time out. That happened like in my teens. My
Yeah,
mother
yeah,
taught
yeah.
me very
Yeah,
respectfully.
yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
No, it's like
Absolutely.
like no, hold on.
And I didn't have.
Like I said, like once I got
There's a
kicked
lot-
out, it was like
yeah, there's a lot to this. So it's like you see the dudes who catcall people, and I see it every day with like my girl. Like a lot of black males will catcall her, even though we're together. But it's like a lot of that has to do with like the security and sort of like trying to feel superior. There's a lot of psychological like things to this.
Very true.
And so it's like with you, a lot of it seems to be the fact that like you're expecting one thing. You had a great thing. You had a full life. You basically probably saw. No, hold up. I just want to finish.
Hurry.
So you
You
had
gotta
like
hurry,
this
you
whole
gotta
life
hurry.
planned out, and so with every girl you are near or with, you're trying to find that specific sort of like life again. So you're trying to put it back on track.
kind of true.
Where it's like
I'm not-
it's like you had a girl,
He's-
you had
is
the
I was
house,
talking
you
about,
had
like,
the
he wants to
kid,
get
and
married.
it's like you were
Yeah,
moving
yeah.
forward. But like what you want with every single one is that exact same thing, but you're afraid to put that out there because otherwise it might end up the way it did before.
It's like
but what you
Dame
need
said,
to
you
do,
gotta take a risk. Like you like
Okay,
that sense of
I'm
security.
gonna cut you off because I get where you're going already,
Yeah.
and yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm an honest person. Like, yeah, I am kind of looking for that. Like, I want what I had before.
and you're
yeah.
you're
And
very
I know-
forward with
yeah,
that.
I
I
have
mean,
no
you
pro-
can
but see,
get that
being-
on the first time, but dude, you gotta.
But being forward with it also scares a lot of people, a lot of women, I think. Like,
Well, yeah, but that's why you can't be forward with it. A lot of it is like,
But-
to be fair, like a lot of your problems seem to be the fact that you're stuck in the past. Like
No,
you
I'm
had
not
this
stuck
thing,
in
you were
the
doing
past.
this.
What it is I know that I can't. I know what I want, but I know that it's not something that I can get all right off the bat. I know I have to go through like.
But
I just don't feel
yeah.
like going through all that.
But that's
I really
the thing.
don't.
It's like a lot of that though
Just
stems
don't
from
feel
like,
like
like a lot of that stems from the stuff that's like you had and it was in the past, and so you're like essentially searching for it. But you have to sort of like separate it. And you have to create a sort of new entity. So because it's like not every woman's gonna be exactly the same. Like they might
Very
act
true.
the same to begin
Very
with,
true.
but as you go on, it sort of like evolves and it changes. Whereas like look at your parents' relationship. It was one thing, right?
You
like
gotta, you gotta stay focused. We got like.
well, yeah,
2
yeah,
minutes.
no. But it's like they got along, they did a thing, but then your mother realized one thing because
Nah,
you've been
actually,
open with that.
Hold on. My mother didn't come out until after my parents got divorced.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was actually
But-
way after they got divorced. It
But
wasn't
still,
like the next
like
year.
if you technically looked at it from the outside, you might be able to like if you were like her best friend, you might have known on like some subconscious level that it's like there was something not right.
Yeah.
But it's
What do
sort
you
of
mean not right?
I would tell you this to wrap
Yeah.
this up, to cut this
Yeah.
up short. My problem with women is just I just don't trust them at all. I'm
which is a
and
bigger
which-
issue we have to uncover.
No, it's this. I'll tell you this because I didn't have a great relationship with my mom.
Yeah,
And that's
which
why I
we-
didn't know
you told us.
which were me and my mom were very close, and then even the relationship with my ex, she was very deceptive, and I just could never throughout our whole relationship. So my biggest issue with women, and I'll tell you this right now, is I just don't trust women, and which goes back to the point where I made earlier, where I call all women evil spawns of Satan. Because you cannot trust a woman.
Which after the show tomorrow, I might actually go back to this. I might spend my entire day tomorrow with
we're doing our fake jobs.
I might actually do this.
But no, it just goes back. That's my big issue with women. I just don't trust women.
I think a lot of women would say the same exact thing too about males.
I
Trust
just don't-
issues.
And I like to think I'm an honest person, and I try to be as honest and as forward as I can. But I just feel like I can't get that out of a woman again. And this goes back to a woman's saying this. Women are deceptive by nature, so you can never get the whole truth out of them. And that's what bothers me.
The final thing I will say on this. Okay. The final thing I'll say on this, and then we can do the counterpoint.
Yeah, we gotta start getting to the counterpoint of the show.
To be fair, you went to school for theater, right?
Briefly, yes.
For a short period. So it's like you were interested in it, and you've read it, and you've read female characters and stuff.
Yes.
You know the best way to write a female character?
Explain.
Write it like a male character, and then just change the gender.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be the exact same no matter what you do.
Yeah.
So
That's
basically, think of any relationship, anyone you meet, exactly like that.
Like a
exactly
man?
like you, but a female.
He is.
No,
I get it.
I'm actually being 100%.
I'm
not
joking. He's joking, but yeah, we needed that joke.
I'm gonna
You come quick for the condom point, bro.
And this is kind of the point brought to you by the Rinse and Flip Condoms,
So we
Alabama's number
actually
one
have
selling
a condom
best.
point to the show.
He flipped
finally.
it over. He
Yeah.
did the first rinse and flip condom.
Yeah, we finally have a condom point to the show. And Matthew, what is our condom point of the show so we can wrap it up?
Brought to you by Rinse and Flips.
Yeah, skip all that. Yeah, what's the condom point of the show?
Condom point of the show is Fern has a lot of psychological issues that I'm actually going to work on right now.
Oh my god!
Tomorrow, actually.
You better stop kicking with this white man.
We're gonna have to find a replacement.
No, actually.
No, but you bring up some very good points.
Yeah.
And actually,
I'm not as drunk as I usually am at this point.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're coming with some
not,
really deep
because
stuff. Yeah,
you didn't slur.
yeah,
Exactly.
So that's awesome.
Normally
Well,
it
yeah, we
starts
will
raining
definitely
on
touch
my
base on
arm.
that
Stop
tomorrow.
spitting.
This has been Monstrosity. We reached the condom point of the show, and for those of you who are listening, we were talking about women bashing at first, and then somehow it got on my insecurities with women. Which the
And
only,
if you tune in tomorrow, I'm going to actually record
He's
this
gonna
while I
record
talk
stuff,
to you.
yeah. And going back to it real briefly, and then we'll move forward. My only insecurity with women is that I just don't trust them at all, like at all.
But do you think you'll eventually get over that?
Oh,
It'll
actually,
take time.
that's a good question.
Yeah.
That is a very good question. Yes, I think eventually I will get over that. So
Absolutely.
I think I will be good.
No doubt.
So anyway, this has been Monstrosity Radio. Remember, you can catch Monstrosity every Sunday, 6 to 8 here on QUE4.org. Locally, that's locally
AM
that's
1680.
AM 181680. It's been a great time. I want to thank our special guest, Chris McAfee.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, I finally
Like
said
the
it.
antivirus software.
Oh my gosh, how's it going?
And don't forget, immediately following our show is
Risque
Chatter,
Chatter.
which they are actually here standing over us. So we're gonna get off the air so we can do what we gotta do so that they can get on air. Anyway, this has been Monstrosity Radio.
We got in here.
Yeah, it's always stinky. Yeah. This has been Monstrosity Radio. Thank you guys for tuning in. Take care, be safe, and men, please be strong and don't be intimidated by women. Bye.
And I'll figure out Fern's problems tomorrow.
Yeah.